Greetings. This is a reading for Sagittarius. Sagittarius and June. If you have a Sagittarius sun, a Sagittarius moon, a Sagittarius rising, a Sagittarius Venus, a Sagittarius 7th house, this reading is for you. If you have prominent Sagittarius energy and your Venus and or your 7th house is in different energies, I encourage you to check out the other videos that I'm doing in this series. I believe I have more than half a zodiac done already, so there's a fair chunk out. I will be doing 13 readings as time permits in this one video. First one is going to be a general reading on love. I won't direct it, we'll see what comes out. Second part will be the 12 sign breakdown. I won't be time stamping this, so first part of the reading will be about 20 minutes. Second part, about 3 to 5 minutes for the additional clarification. I think that's all the forward. Oh yes, one more thing. If you do appreciate my time in doing this video, do give me a thumbs up. This lets me know that you are interested in seeing this type of video for July. As these videos take a bit of time to produce, if you times that by all 12 zodiac, I average about 18 hours on these videos overall. So I definitely need to see the support on these videos. That's what determines what gets done next month. So Sagittarius, shall we start? What is in your energy for June? I have Ace of Wands, Sagittarius, bottom of the deck energy, King of Wands, Page of Wands, Three of Swords, the Moon. Someone's right to take action, Sagittarius. Could be mutual energy. All I know, Sagittarius, is that somebody was in limbo for a very long time, not knowing what they wanted or what direction to go in. And are finally starting to take some notable steps to companionship right now. They're open, Sagittarius, to exploring companionship, open to making themselves available to others. Ace of Wands gets a Three of Swords. Ace of Wands gets a Hierophant. Sagittarius in this energy, it's almost like too many people have been involved in your personal life. If too many people haven't been involved, Sagittarius, and you've allowed external structures to play a prominent role in how you act, what you want, how you initiate, what you perceive happiness to be. And there's been some gaps in that perceived happiness. Three of Swords and Hierophant. Having to reorganize values, reorganize ways of operating, reorganize components of the heart, seeing what to close off and what to open up. What to open up, what to close off, and to whom, at what time. That's the energy here under this Ace of Wands. A lot of learning has gone on here. It's like learning just by being in stasis and review. Three of Swords gets a Six of Swords. Knight of Swords. Seven of Swords. Sagittarius, have you been dealing with an Aquarius? Energies I have quite prominently here, Sagittarius, are Aquarius and Taurus. Maybe you have those placements prominently within you. Or Sagittarius, someone who you know or who you'll meet has prominent either Aquarius or Sagittarius energies. Three of Swords is realizing that you can't go about things in a straightforward way. This could be this person coming towards you, an Ace of Wands energy. Can't go about things in a straightforward way. But you still go towards them. Still coming towards you. Just taking the long way, the scenic way, to arrive at a destination. Hierophant gets Emperor. Three of Pentacles. And King of Pentacles. We now evenly have Aquarius, Aries, and Taurus energy here. I had to make sure I'm doing a reading for Sagittarius, right? The energies are so strong. Well, Hierophant's definitely the social norms of how you're supposed to behave, how you're perceived, how you feel that you must be perceived. Could be as simple as things like you open up the door for someone else. You smile automatically when someone says hello. Could be a bit more involved, like there are religious observances that you have to adhere to. Family traditions you feel like you have to honor. It's also a question of legacy. And what kind of legacy do you pass on? Do you develop, hold on, and pass on? So overall, the energies here I have, strongest is Aries, followed by Aquarius, Capricorn, and then Taurus. So Sagittarius, think about those placements. And if there's anybody on your mind, think about those placements within there. I'm looking at the energies here. They could be in Venus, Mercury, or Mars. Very active energy. Sagittarius, if this isn't someone who you know, and if this isn't you actively wondering how much of your own societal norms that you were raised by and that you followed up until maybe recently, you blindly believed in up until recently, and this is a person coming towards you. And this person has been reevaluating what's important to them and why. Reevaluating to them what's important and why. And also, too, how much of those standard characteristic roles of adulthood do they step into? With Emperor, Three of Pentacles, and King of Pentacles, how much of a provider does someone step into those social roles within a relationship, within a family, within a company? Also, too, the type of leadership that this person feels like they should have achieved already and what they are building for already. What kind of leadership they've achieved within the community, within their own family structure, building a family. Also, how much of it can they be authentic about it, and how much of it are they putting on an act? Very masculine energy here, to say the least. Very masculine energy, Sagittarius, all across the board of my spread here. Besides the fact that I have no female characters here at all, too. I have someone here, Sagittarius, who wants to accept the role of being a provider, being a leader in the community, standing out from the crowd, and also directing worthwhile things. But they don't particularly, Sagittarius, believe or have found the traditional ways of being told how to achieve that is successful for them, at least. And they realize that they have to innovate. They can't go straight forward. Oh, in order to go and have A, I must do B. This person has reached a realization for that, as I said in the beginning, with that initial bottom of the deck energy. Someone has gone through a stasis period in which they've reorganized things before they have decided, as of now, they're ready to open up. They're ready to grow. Six of Pentacles, clarified by an Eight of Pentacles, Devil, and Two of Wands. Sagittarius, you have someone who knows where they want to go. Not quite sure how to get there, Sagittarius, but they're going to do it by a lot of innovation. Sagittarius, I have somebody here who may appear like they play by the rules, but in actuality, they don't. They did play by the rules, Sagittarius. They played by the rules at one point quite religiously. And now they just give the facade that they do, Sagittarius. And they are creating the rules as they go. Sagittarius, you are having somebody in your energy for love who you'll have to keep an eye out on, Sagittarius. This person is still formulating how it is they want to behave, and all they know, Sagittarius, is that they want to support. They want to create structure. And they want to be impressive. But how do they build it, Sagittarius? How do they realize it? How do they impress others, Sagittarius? That is all very much in flux and, well, very fluid. So I'm going to also say, Sagittarius, in the energy that I have here, you have a chameleon coming towards you. Someone who's not stupid, and someone who steps into roles authentically because they want to see if they like it or not. Sagittarius, let's go on to the second part of the reading. The second part of the reading is your heart chakra affinity, Sagittarius. How the other signs react to you. Energy, Sagittarius, could be love, could be friendship. If you were to imagine it in a color, think pink, Sagittarius. If you want to go and give it some words, Sagittarius, think compassion, empathy, care. Those words in conjunction or to describe love, as opposed to passionate, romantic, hot, and so forth. You know, with a good foundation, Sagittarius, those energies will follow. But first, let's go and see the platform in which your relationship is built on, what platform the relationship is sitting on right now. Sagittarius, for this part of the reading, this could be someone who you know. You may or may not be talking to them. It could also be, Sagittarius, someone who you don't know, a complete stranger. Maybe, Sagittarius, it's someone who you've seen. You may or may not know their name. You may or may not know their birth date. But perhaps you'll find out, Sagittarius, that's the kind of energy that we're pulling on here. You could use this for friends. You could use this for love, for romance. But they're love readings. Let's go and see what sign we'll start with, Sagittarius. Shall we start with Virgo? Sagittarius, if you meet a Virgo, if you are dealing with a Virgo, that Virgo towards you, I have a King of Cups, the Sun, and the Hermit. Well, very Virgo-y, Sagittarius. If you're dealing with a Virgo, that Virgo came out of some deep introspection, Sagittarius. I'm also going to say, if you're dealing with a Virgo, if you meet a Virgo, doesn't matter in this energy, Virgo has indeed shed some things about them that they were raised with, that they held dear for either a period of time, a significant period of time, or even from their childhood. They've been shedding some things. They've been adulting, Sagittarius, that Virgo. And that Virgo is now ready to put some of their theories into practice with you. Sagittarius, if you're dealing with a Virgo, Virgo should be very considerate towards you. Virgo should treat you quite preciously. Hello, everyone. Hello, Sagi. Hello, Riley. And hello, Asha. Yeah, thank you for watching. If you appreciate my time in doing this video, do give me a thumbs up. I see I have 2 likes already. Thank you so much. Now, let's go on to the collective reading now. We did Virgo. Let's go and see Capricorn. Sagittarius, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, if you meet a Capricorn, that Capricorn towards you. I have Two of Pentacles, which is Capricorn energy. That just fell out. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, Capricorn's trying to get some space. Sagittarius, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, Capricorn is trying to get some space, something with either Leo energy could be quite prevalent either in your chart or theirs, or someone dealing with someone with Leo energy, or just something that they have to go and really stand their ground for. Capricorn is trying to get some space. Capricorn is trying to surface to a new situation. Capricorn is strong. Capricorn is strongly adhering to what they believe in. Capricorn is trying to walk their beliefs. And if you're dealing with a Capricorn, Capricorn is very, very snuggly here in this energy. Two of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Capricorn really has certain things that they believe in, and they're ready to go and sacrifice tremendously for that. Sagittarius, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, Capricorn has some very serious energy. I would also say if you do not meet their same sort of gravity towards commitment, towards lifestyle, that Capricorn has, Sagittarius, then Capricorn might move on. Because Capricorn has already struggled so much, and they're trying really hard to be authentic to their belief system. They want someone who has an equal amount of belief in themselves and how they want to live. But I have lifestyle here, and I have Capricorn wanting and ready to share lifestyle, life goals with another Sagittarius. Your energy with Capricorn, should you like a Capricorn, should you convey that to a Capricorn, should be very, very smooth, Sagittarius. Hello, Maria. Nice to see you. Wow. 22 years. Congratulations, Maria. Let's see. We did Virgo, we did Capricorn, now we're on Taurus. So, Sagittarius, if you meet a Taurus, if you're dealing with a Taurus, that Taurus towards you, really, Maria, do you think your Capricorn's gotten easier as time has gone by, or do you think your Capricorn has gotten more stubborn as time has gone by? Virgo was the first one. The first one we started off with. Now going into Taurus. So a Taurus for a Sagittarius. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. Oh, Sagittarius, if you're dealing with a Taurus, that Taurus is judging you. That Taurus is a little flipped out about you too. Sagittarius, if you have a Taurus on your mind, if you meet a Taurus, that Taurus is very skittish. Taurus is definitely very, very hesitant about opening up to anybody in this energy. Taurus wants to be ultra, 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 ultra sure that what they are seeing, what they are feeling, what they are hearing, that all of that is authentic. And because of that, Taurus is going to move very, very slow. Taurus is going to be possibly overall a little chilly. Taurus doesn't want to be frivolously. And Taurus will do their expletive words to make sure that they do not be perceived something to be treated lightly. So first of all, I'm going to say, Sagittarius, if you are interested in a Taurus, the way to warming a Taurus up is to show that the gravity of the situation is one that you deeply believe in, and you most definitely are not taking Taurus for granted. If you're dealing with a Taurus, just keep that in mind. If you have been dealing with a Taurus, Taurus needs lots of soft touches, soft movements, soft contact. Nothing hard, nothing harsh. Kid gloves, very delicate, very sincere. Taurus will judge sincerity by your actions, not so much your words. Taurus is wounded. Taurus is hypersensitive. That's Taurus's energy. Let's see. Still very stubborn and jealous. Last year was odd. I met 3 older men who were Capricorns. One was in his 80s, 2 were in their 50s, and it was such a difference from the Capricorns that I had met before in college. Very, very different. I was like, wow, so this is what they could go and age into. And I met all 3 of them through work. Yeah, sending you. I'm sure you can do it, Maria. So let's go on to the next sign, the next element. Oh, we have Earth again. Shall we do air? The Sagittarius is a Libra on your mind. Will you meet a Libra? I have a Tower. I have Temperance, which of course is Sagittarius energy. I have 10 of Swords. If you're dealing with a Libra doesn't want to play any sort of games. Libra's been through it. I don't know what Libra's been through, but Libra's been through stuff. Ah, it's raining. I forgot my umbrella. Oh, well. If you're dealing with a Libra, Libra's been dealing with stuff. Libra also thinks that now is the time for them to go and settle down. No more games for Libra. Libra wants something real. Libra is willing to do a lot to create that something real. Libra also wants, they want something. It's like, you know what the energy here with Libra is? Libra has been giving. Excuse me. Libra feels like they have given a lot. And now Libra will not acquiesce anymore. Libra has certain things that are very finite things, and either you measure up or you don't. Libra has no time for games. Libra won't play games. Libra is going to move fast. Libra is determined to make some big changes, and those big changes Libra is going to get. Expect Libra to make some big movements with or without you in their energy. Oh, you're in Angola. I am in the Northeast in the United States. I do find the rain at this time of year to be very nice. It's not cold, it's not hot, but I did forget my umbrella and I do walk. So that's not quite that nice. I need to walk to the store. That's about 10 blocks. And then I have to walk to catch the bus. And then I have to walk to get home. So yeah, I got some walking in the rain. Not my most preferred thing to do without an umbrella. Oh, your son is a Leo. Funny, I have a friend who I think both of her parents are Leos and she's a Capricorn. I think that's funny. So I guess London gets a lot of rain, right? The gray days of London, and they did invent, after all, the Wellington boots, the slicker. Although I can say that I was born in the desert. And one of the things that I absolutely 100% detest is sand. Oh, you put like a grain of sand anywhere in my clothes or in my shoes, against my skin, it drives me nuts. You take me swimming to a place where there are stones, not sand. Cold and dark days. So you must have some nice weather down there in Africa, in Angola. I don't know what quite weather would be like in Angola, but I imagine just from thinking about the southern climates, a huge difference from the northern ones. With your beach, does your beach have like penguins and I don't know, dolphins and stuff like that? I remember seeing some documentaries, or seals in I lived in Florida, and in Florida they had lemon sharks, and they did have dolphins, and they had manatees and crocodiles. Ah, yeah, whales. In Florida, too, there were also barracuda, and there were lemon sharks. Did I say lemon sharks? Lemon sharks and cookie cutter sharks. Barracuda, you had to watch out for. Sharks, the lemon sharks and nurse sharks were kind of okay, but all the other sharks you had to watch out for. Jellyfish you had to watch out for. Very warm water. That's nice. Yeah, there were so many things in the water that I just decided I was only going to look at it from the boat. They was like they could have the water. I'll be happy by the shore. Too many things with teeth in the water for me. Oh, how interesting. Yeah, in Florida, we have these canals because the whole place is essentially a swamp, but they've developed it. They've overdeveloped it. And they have these canals basically in every housing block almost. In the townhouses, which are like one level type of houses that are grouped together. Instead of building up like a high rise, you have this large structure of buildings, but they're all flat houses that are divided up. And after every sort of block of houses, you have canals. And those canals flush out to the Everglades. So there's always a whole bunch of snakes that are in there, algae, and alligators. But they're not really present. Sometimes some people do. They call the animal control and they relocate them back to the Everglades. But overall, they're pretty quiet. They're quiet enough for you to know they're there, and like again, too many things with teeth in the water. But I loved sitting there in the canal banks and watching the algae, and then as some parts of the algae would ripple. Very, very neat. I could do that for hours. I did do that for hours. Oh, very interesting. If you're going to Miami, you should go and check out the Fairchild Tropical Gardens. And right now, of course, it's going into the hot season, but they have certain things that are interesting there, like they have fruit tastings, and they have a really wide garden, wide variety of mangoes. So if you ever want to go and try out a whole bunch of mangoes, I think either once a week or twice a week, they have mango tastings. So I would definitely think if you could check out the Fairchild Tropical Gardens at the very least. They're beautiful grounds. They have a really stunning array of fruit, and they are constantly creating new cultivars of different types of fruit, particularly mangoes. All these different flavor profiles of mangoes. And I don't know what the exporting would be of live plants, but I do know that they also sell some of their cultivars of their trees that you can't get elsewhere. It's just really interesting. You should. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's interesting in Miami too, like really notably interesting to check out. There's Butterfly World, but I don't really think that's that notable. And there's of course art museums and things like that, but I don't also don't really find that notable, and I say that as an artist. I mean, not like notable. I would just say the Fairchild Tropical Gardens is something special to check out. And the rest of it, just go along as you feel. Really, in Angola. I think I recall reading that malachite, that Africa is one of the leading sources for malachite, and malachite typically gets mixed up with a blue stone. I don't think it's lapis, it's some other stone. But almost when you take those two pieces together, the malachite of the green and this blue stone, they almost look like the colors of the earth from space. But I am aware that you have lots and lots of beautiful resources in, well, of course, it's the largest. It's a huge landmass. Very amazing continent, no doubt. So I forgot what I was I going to go on to the next sign? Was I going to go on to Gemini? Oh, but you know what? I have to go. I have to go and go over to the store and get started. I'll be back later. They don't know how precious they are. Oh, really? That's too much. So if you were into all those crystal sources, I know a lot of people are into, which is something that I think is interesting, those holidays where you go over specifically to different countries and you visit mines and source out the pieces you want. I mean, thinking about Africa and the malachite mines, I think they also have, is it tanzanite? There's a pink, I know there's a pink type of, I know opal too, right? That's produced over there, labradorite. I mean, literally, there's so many different minerals that are being produced over there. Gorgeous stones. Well, we must go and talk more about crystals because I love crystals too. But I have to go. Of course, I could go and just this going. Hi, Asha. Yeah, I'll do it a little bit later. Now, I have to go and catch, I have to go shopping. And then I have to go and catch my bus. My bus will, leave at 6:35, so I have about 20 minutes or so to shop and get down there. It'll probably take me about 15 minutes down there and 15 minutes to shop. But yes, I'll definitely do the other signs for Sagittarius. But yeah, it's like raining with the sun out. There's like beautiful flowering lilacs all over the place, isn't it?
Alcohol, glycerin. No, it doesn't. This is the pain relief gel. There's a huge black cloud coming. I really want to eat that. I really want to eat that.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
How are you? Oops.
Thank you. I can take it.
That's why I had a hard time enjoying it. So when I finally playing the football, you know goddamn well what. I'm from Washington Square Heights.
I could continue it as soon as I get back. As soon as I get on the bus. So I think here is my bus now.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
So you don't pick up hitchhikers? I had
I'm
to
trying to
come
get to the curb, but you can't get to the curb because everybody wants to be right next to the here.
Oh, thanks. Obviously, I ain't coming back to the place where you're at because I got in a little bit of trouble.
Oh, I didn't know.
The day I was supposed to go for my research, I knocked somebody out in front of DSS. So they didn't give me my research.
Hey, how are you?
I take a nap in the parking lot.
You going to the kids? Everybody's going to Highland with the kids, right?
And hey, you transfer over to the UPL.
Sorry. I don't care where you go. I just want to sit down. I'll move it in a second.
All right. I think I can continue now. Let me go and get my card. In fact, before I start, let me go and switch to this Wi-Fi. Okay. So yeah, I'll continue now. What did I do? I read for Sagittarius and Earth signs. So we have water, air, and fire remaining. Let me just go and get set up. Let me see if I have anything to act as a bar. I think I need one. All right. So I think I'm going to do Sagittarius and air sign. Sagittarius. If you're dealing with an air sign, if you're dealing with a Gemini, you may know a Gemini, you may meet a Gemini. That Gemini for Sagittarius. I have 6 of Swords. I have 6 of Wands. 7 of Swords came out. Sagittarius and Gemini may have strong Aquarian energy for all this Aquarius energy to come out. Six of Swords and Seven of Swords are both Aquarius cards. And if you're dealing with a Gemini, if you meet a Gemini, Gemini has their own agenda right now. I don't know why this message keeps on getting pinned.
There's no things we need to pass.
I have no idea how that got up there. I pinned it. I'll unpin it. Fair enough. Unpin. There we go. If you're dealing with a Gemini, Gemini has their own agenda right now. Their energy isn't bad, it's just very self-involved. Although self-involved could be bad, but maybe I'll say their energy isn't malicious, it's just self-involved. A Sagittarius, if you're dealing with a Libra. A Libra for Sagittarius. Three of Swords is Libra energy. Get this sweater out. See if I can. Maybe going about it all the wrong way. Something like that. I think there's just no way to make a smooth presentation. No way to make a smooth presentation on the bus. But I'm doing this because you want to see the other signs. All right, if you're dealing with a Libra, 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, somehow I feel like I did Libra. Did I already do Libra? I feel like I've seen this before. Recently, this type of message for Libra. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. If you're dealing with Libra, Libra is currently unavailable right now.
Do what you can.
Libra is in the midst of a big change. Libra is forward facing. Libra is not in the energy to commit to anything right now other than themselves and their ideas of future. You don't have any high expectations or any deep expectations or commitment of Libra right now. Libra is still formulating what it is they want to
Where's your iPad?
pursue and choose. Sagittarius, if you have an Aquarius on your mind, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, that Aquarius towards you Two of Pentacles, Magician. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, Aquarius has some really bright energy towards the Sagittarius. Aquarius' energy is also a lot of fun and games. Aquarius should be quite fun to hang out with. Aquarius has a lot of things going on. Aquarius can make time for you, but Aquarius is a very bubbly energy, very light energy. Aquarius seeks amusement. Perhaps you do too, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, if you're dealing with water, if the Cancer is on your mind, Sagittarius, if you meet a Cancer, that Cancer towards you, I have 2 of Wands, 3 of Swords,
And there's some watermelon.
and Temperance. If you're dealing with a Cancer, if you meet a Cancer, Cancer is going through some stuff, some icky stuff. Cancer is also not willing to share. Cancer is finally emerging from trauma. If you're interested in a Cancer, give Cancer time. When I say time, I mean give Cancer significant time and small gestures, small meaningful gestures. Actions, almost like Taurus, actions are going to mean more towards Cancer than words. Sagittarius, if you have a Pisces, for Sagittarius, but it was fun. Anyway, if you have a Pisces, Pisces gets also a 2 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and Hangman, which is Piscean energy. Sagittarius, if a Pisces is on your mind, gee, it's like also kind of the same energy as with Cancer. You know, Pisces needs actions, not words. Pisces needs to be shown the depth of your feelings, your commitment. They need to see how you act, how you behave. Pisces also needs things. That's what Pisces is waiting for. Also, too, in that energy, if you're dealing with a Pisces, if you know a Pisces, Pisces won't move towards you. Pisces won't move towards you unless you go and provide actions. But while Cancer would be happy with small actions, Pisces needs big actions. Big displays, meaningful displays. So the next one is going to be Scorpio. Sagittarius, if you know a Scorpio, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, that's Scorpio towards you. Scorpio, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, Scorpio likes you, Sagittarius. If Scorpio does any movements towards you, Sagittarius, it's going to be only to go and see how you feel about them. Also, too, the energy with Scorpio being Ace of Cups, High Priestess, and the Hermit could be a little hot and cold. Mainly, Scorpio doesn't want to be the one showing their affection, their affinity. Scorpio needs to be encouraged. Richly encouraged, but Scorpio has a lot of deep feelings there.
Alright, if you're not mobile,
They hope you have
if you are, that'll be awesome.
the same towards them.
60. Alright. Peace.
What?
So I think the only thing left now
Sure,
is
that's where you were going
fire.
with that,
Yeah.
or somewhere else. but
Sagittarius, if you're
somewhere else
dealing
isn't that
with
cheap
a
anymore.
fellow Sagittarius, if you meet a
If you go somewhere
Sagittarius,
else, you would have to go by
Sagittarius towards you,
If you over whoever you said, or you heard out what I said, I was like, oh man, bad look.
if you're dealing with a fellow Sagittarius, I've got 3 of Swords, 8 of Cups, and Temperance. Bottom of the deck energy, 10 of Pentacles. If you're dealing with a fellow Sagittarius, give that Sagittarius space.
No, it's not. Yeah, I'm bored. With that. Yeah.
That Sagittarius is out there formulating their worldview and how they want to work in that world. What world do they want to be in the first place? Sagittarius' energy is to vaporous right now.
Yeah.
You can't go and take Sagittarius with their energy like that and direct it towards something solid and concrete.
Did you hear about Celsius? The energy drink? All the Celsius drinks are protein.
Well, then I better go buy them out.
Because a lot of players were.
Next one we'll do is Aries.
Drug testing. And they're like, I took some drugs. But they all found this energy drink.
I should know.
It probably has some You're like, I better buy my own.
I do it for fun. Sure you did.
If you're dealing with an Aries Sagittarius, I got Ace of Cups, 7 of Swords, and Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck energy is the Devil. If you're dealing with an Aries Sagittarius, if you meet an Aries, I think Aries is going to be really excited about you. But Aries is also going to be afraid they can't present the real them. Aries is going to put up a front, a display that's not quite them, not quite authentic, not quite what they're doing. Aries is going to try and make themselves sound better than they are to appeal to you in some way. Aries wants to impress you, that's why. Also, too, in this energy, let me say, with Aries and the energy that's here, Aries could also be, could say something the wrong way, too, if they don't go and try and present themselves in a pleasing way, in a great way towards you. Aries can go the opposite way and could say things that, not that you'd find irritating, but that would raise a few flags for whatever reasons and whatever flags they may be. And the final sign, Sagittarius, is Leo. Do you know a Leo Sagittarius? will you meet a Leo Sagittarius?
Oh my God.
That Leo
They made it work.
towards you.
Yeah, so I bring back it on. Then I have my umbrella. And then I'm sweating. And then it stops. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying. I hate it.
I have Three of Swords, Three of Wands, Fool. So, Sagittarius, if you're dealing with a Leo, I got Three of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and the Fool. Bottom of the deck energy here is Two of Pentacles. If you're dealing with a Leo is busy, Sagittarius. Leo's doing actually in pretty good shape, but Leo feels like they can do better. Leo has the energy. Leo also has the opportunities to do better than how they're doing. And I'm not talking about love, Sagittarius. I'm talking about life. There are life avenues that are opening up for Leo right now that they've built, and they can also very easily expand upon and build. Leo's in very good energy to go and make some significant movement right now in their life. So Leo might seem a little preoccupied right now towards you, Sagittarius. Because the very ground underneath Leo, Sagittarius, is moving quite fast, and Leo has to make sure that they balance themselves on top of it.
Thank you.
What?
I was just watching your tarot card reading, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh, you're a Sagittarius?
What?
You're a Sagittarius?
No. No, I'm a Taurus.
Oh, you're a Taurus.
So it's a good day for Sag?
I wasn't quite doing the day. I was doing their affinity
Oh.
with other signs.
Oh, alright.
So like how, but I did do Taurus for June.
Oh, for you?
But I do so many readings, I forget what they.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was doing messages of how different signs react.
Yeah, I was just looking at like, yeah.
Alright, so there's the conclusion of that second half. I said I'd get it done. Get it done on the bus. I can't think of any other better energy to go and do a Sagittarius reading than while on the go myself. And Riley, that's awesome that you're going on vacation. Panama Beach, Florida. Riley, what state are you in right now? Is that close by where you are or far? Have Asha's comment here pinned. I can't seem to get rid of it. Oh, wow.
I just luckily caught that. I was just like, I'm sitting under my umbrella.
Anyway, Sagittarius, let me know in the comments
And I just caught like
your thoughts.
before it took
And do give me a thumbs up, Sagittarius, if you'd like me to go and do this reading again for July. Keep an eye out. I might do Sagittarius mid-month readings. I don't know, it's 10. I got tons of stuff on my plate.
In one of these bags.
You got watermelon pop.
I will be doing, of course, moon messages, secrets you should know, and who's watching you if you're curious about those.
They're kind of melting.
Those are my regulars that I do weekly.
You like Harry?
Otherwise, then I just invite
She
you to
does. She
go
has one though, so keep it for yourself.
and enjoy the bus ride. It's a quiet ride right now. Okay.
That'll be the first thing back. House when I get out. Get off this list. But thank you.
Yes, you're very welcome.
Quiet ride.
I have no idea. No.
It's funny. You can see my reflection.
No. I don't think so. I don't think anybody wants to get off at the park and ride. True. True.
A hoverboard? That's just an electric Jeep. Yeah, but you had one of those electric Lamborghinis in pink and you hated it. No, you tell me why. Well, maybe for graduation you can have it.
I want to meet now.
Well, then you better walk to Walmart and go get it.
Better get a job.
Considering I just spent $200 on groceries.
Like it's really insane.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's so insane.
I shop at Aldi's as much as I can.
I went to go and get like soy milk, and it was
Oh.
like
It was probably like $10.
well, last week it was something like maybe $3.19, and then they raised it up this week to like $4.69.
Oh, that's even cheaper than I thought that would be. But
No.
still, it's ridiculous.
No, yeah.
I mean, a whole $1, like more than.
In a week, yeah.
I mean, my thing was on top of whatever to go and compensate for that.
Yeah.
What kills me is the fruit. She likes a lot of fruit,
Yeah, the
and
fruit,
that alone
the
is.
fruit is insane.
Well, our fruit is expensive right now because we don't really grow fruit here in the U.S.
We're
Yeah.
getting it from other countries.
We
Yeah.
get most of our fruits from a lot of other countries.
Well, even they have like that little like farm around here, like apple farm. Or
I was gonna say, are farmers markets cheaper than?
no.
Some-
I was gonna say,
sometimes. Sometimes, but not. If you go to a farmer's market, no.
They have like,
Like you go to Beacon's farmer's market, you're spending way more money. I'm like,
they have like a little apple cider juice. It's like $10.
oh no! Oh, at a farmer's market, yeah. I'm like, did you personally hand squeeze it? Then I'll pay $10. If you show me a video of you hand squeezing, I will pay $10. But you put it in the machine, you just turn it and just press it down, I'll pay $10. But I want to physically see it. Yeah. I have well, actually, but yeah, farmers cases, but I do try to do things like but we go. Have a good day. Thank you.
Good night.